Hi, I'm Paola Ranova, and today we're going to talk about 4 inner strengths that show you're on the right track. But before we dive into this content, make sure you like this video and that you subscribe to our channel, because every week we have amazing content for you. That you comment your experience, how you felt about everything we're going to talk about in the comments area below, and that you share it with people you know will benefit from what we're talking about here. So when we talk about the 4 inner strengths that show you're on the right track to have a fulfilled life, first and foremost, we need to talk about the synthesis of all those 4 strengths, which is your mindset. So the way you think, which has to do with what you focus on, among many other things. So if you focus on things you want and love, you have a mindset that will contribute to creating a beautiful and fulfilling life for yourself. But if you have a mindset that's inclined to focus on what you don't want, complaining about the world, not liking your present moment reality, the thing is, I'm not here advocating for us to live in denial. We need to see the truth as it is and reality as it is, but knowing that all problems have solutions. There is no such thing as a life without problems. But problems exist for us to grow as human beings. They exist for us to find the solutions and become stronger and more fulfilled people. So the challenge of every single problem is not to become a hostage of that problem. Is to find the solutions and to focus on ways out, and you become a stronger person in the process. So a mindset that allows the problem quicksand to drag you down is not aligned with the best of life, right? So we want to connect to the best path, to the most fulfilling journey as a human experience. So what are the 4 strengths that, in my experience, I noticed that create a healthy mindset, that allows you to follow the best path, that really show you, they're really signs that you are on the best track? The first one is your sense of security, your centeredness, your feeling of being grounded, feeling centered within yourself, a sense of safety and security within. Just trusting that you have enough strength to go through life. So being centered, being grounded, and feeling safe within your own person. It has a lot to do with your identity, right? Feeling safe within yourself and knowing who you are. So self-assurance in a healthy way. That would be the first sign that indicates that you are on the best track. The second is, and this is major because I see a lot of blockages in my experience with this specific key or this specific sign, which is self-permission. How much self-permission do you give yourself to fulfill your life with your most genuine and heartfelt desires? So self-permission is a huge sign that you allow yourself to have the best of life, to live in the best of life, to develop the best of life. It's wonderful to feel like you have self-permission, that you've granted yourself permission to live in abundance, for example, to fulfill your desires. It is very connected to self-worth, among many other things, but your levels of self-permission are indicators of really traveling on the best path or not, right? So the third one is self-esteem. And this is something that we really need to clarify, because a lot of people confuse self-esteem with feeling superior to others, and it's the exact opposite, because self-esteem is the opposite of comparison. So superiority or inferiority rely on comparison. And if you're comparing, you are held hostage by the external world. So if people need to feel superior, they need external validation. And that is the opposite of self-esteem. Once you understand that self-esteem is feeling comfortable with who you are without having to prove anything to anybody, and just pursuing your truth in the world, then you are really connected to the pure essence of self-esteem. So as I said, it's the opposite of egotistical attitudes or comparison, or as I said, feeling superior to others. So this is really, really powerful once you think about it. And if you think about the three signs that I've already mentioned, security, self-permission, and self-esteem, you are already building the structure of a healthy mindset, right? So really pursuing these beautiful inner strengths is the most worthy activity that you can dedicate yourself to, because from this inner strength that you're creating, with these sources of inner strength, your life is going to become much more fulfilling, and it just keeps expanding. And the fourth sign that I need to mention here is, I believe, the crowning of all of it. It is, without the fourth key or the fourth inner strength, life is not fulfilling. And that is a loving attitude with all beings, and starting with yourself. So a lot of people are powerful and successful, but if their hearts are closed, their lives are not fulfilling. There's no way this can happen without love in your heart, without a loving attitude towards self and towards all beings in your world. There is no way you can be traveling the most amazing path. There is no way you can be walking on your sacred path. So developing a loving attitude, opening your heart to all beings, is not a naive attitude. It is the wisest thing you can do, and it really shows that you have a healthy mindset. I do not know a single person who has a healthy mindset and does not have a beautiful open heart. And this is something that most of us need to work on, right? Depending on where you are in your life, you may feel like you need to work more on your sense of security and safety and trusting yourself, or maybe it's self-permission or self-esteem or a loving attitude. So it would be wonderful if you could comment below and just tell us which one of the four inner strengths you believe you really have developed and which ones you believe that you need to work on. Because then we grow together as a community, and that is wonderful. And that's why we're all here, right? To create a synergy in a group of people that are like-minded, that share the same vocabulary, and that can truly create change in the world. So I hope that this was clear and useful for you. Don't forget to like this video and just subscribe to our channel, and to comment your experience, as I just said, and to share it with people you know will benefit from this content, that you know will need a little bit of a nudge to start thinking about their inner strength and how they're truly developing a healthy mindset that creates the best life possible. It is a beautiful possibility. It is actually the reason why we were all born, for personal growth and to create happiness. And the one key that allows all of that is a healthy mindset. And these four strengths are the building blocks of a healthy mindset, at least in my opinion and in my experience. So again, I hope this was good for you, that it brings you beautiful things to think about and to create change in your life. And I will see you soon.